What's going on, everyone? This is the epic Game 7 battle between the Orlando Magic and the Detroit Pistons. Here you see Jalen Duren making an impact. He had 15 points, 15 rebounds this game. But you know, the two guys that always go at each other, Cade Cunningham, 32 points, 12 assists, and Paolo Banchero, 38 points, 9 assists. They always lead the teams. It's the role players that need to step up. Cade's going to pop that three right there. The story of tonight, the Pistons got 30 points from Tobias Harris. That is looking very ideal because on the other side, Paolo Banchero had no help tonight. The next highest scorer was Desmond Bane with 16 points. You can't be winning like that. Down 1-3, the reason I believe that happened is because the Pistons are a young team. They were not ready for the playoffs. You see the mentality early on. They were making so many turnovers. Cade had something like 7, 8, 9 turnovers in each of the first 3 games. Finally, he's been cleaning it up recently. So yeah, the Pistons look real nice, and I can't wait to see the next round. You guys got to stay tuned for that. Banchero's going to keep lighting them up. The battle of the 2 first-round picks, 2021 and 2022. You see how cool, calm, and collected he is? Paolo Banchero is definitely playoff ready for the future. You just need to build him around the right pieces. Franz Wagner is still out with that right half injury, so they don't have much needed offense there. Oh, Jalen Suggs throwing it up and in. Magic, they were running a scheme where they were trying to trap double team Cade, but he's way too smart. Gonna pass it out. Teammate is wide open. I do not know if that's how you want to be trapping. The 76ers are going to be the next round matchup. I do not know if the Pistons can beat them because Joel Embiid is playing sensationally on a different level, even though he's not 100% back. 30 points plus, you expect that from him. Oh yeah, look at this ball movement, wide open. Pistons are historically known as a great defensive team, even in the regular season. That's why they got the #1 seed. But in the playoffs, the Magic, they're running interesting looking plays and schemes, lob it up, and the Pistons are caught off guard. You see Stewart, he said, we got to play better defense. That's his role, right? To energize the team. Cade's going to give it in. Every time Cade is getting double teamed, it is just interesting to see. I don't know if the Sixers are going to do that, though. They have some great defenders themselves. Cade, look at this. He's just going to pop that, cool, calm, collected. He shot so efficiently this game. 10 out of 18 from the field, 4 out of 6 from the three-point line. Watch Thompson track that ball, gets that steal, and starts running up. He's going to dunk that in easily. The two Thompson twins are so interesting because they can't shoot for their lives, but their hops are insane. Pass around to Tobias Harris, stepping up. I'm going to float that up and in. When the Pistons needed offense, Tobias Harris was there to deliver, and Desmond Bane's going to pop it right back. That's the modern NBA. Don't need to go for layups in transition. You can shoot threes too. And just straight up post move. Paolo's bag is very big. To score 38 points, and he had 45 points the other night, this man cannot stop scoring. Just goes around the screen and pops that 3 splash. It seems like Cade Cunningham can't really deal with Paolo that well, always runs around so many screens. They do this trap thing again. Tobias Harris is the beneficiary, gonna throw that up and in. But you want to keep in mind the trapping was working early on in the series, but now Cade is more comfortable. Teammates know their roles, swinging around, and Duren's gonna dunk that right in. Finally, Duren is getting comfortable because he was having stinkers the first few games. 8, 10 points, very passive. Oh yeah, gonna pop that 3. They thought he was gonna drive. He's feeling very nice right now. Look at all these type of actions. Give Desmond Bane double team treatment, swing it around, gonna pop that 3. It seems like the Pistons still at times have defensive problems, but you know, this game they started locking up towards the second, third quarters. So you just gotta watch what happens there. And Tobias Harris is gonna keep jacking those shots. Swinging around Duncan Robinson. Oh yeah, that's a better pass. You can see they're not taking the first tough shot they get. They understand that in the playoffs, you can swing it around and get a better open shot. But Paolo Banchero doesn't need any of that. Straight up ISO again. It is strange to see that the Magic are playing a 2-3 zone. That's some high school hoops. Just one pass to Tobias Harris. What type of defense is this? Leaving Tobias wide open, practice shot. Even though Tobias Harris only averages 14 points per game in the regular season, he does have times where he goes off. Look at him. Post up Jalen Suggs, way too small. Don't pass the ball, step back, midi. Oh, double clutch, damn. Is this just an example of how sometimes size is just a winning factor in basketball? You see Tobias Harris posting up Suggs, Suggs is trying to force him to one direction. Tobias Harris, he's just going to do a step back mid-range, but the ball gets swiped and he double clutches like that. Goofy shot right there. Jalen Suggs cannot believe it. Wow, this game is going crazy. The ball is flying everywhere, passed around. Cade wants to turn it down a bit, but sees an opening, crossover straight to Tobias Harris for another three. Oh no. Tobias Harris is starting to turn up the heat. Banchero is going to cook on the other end though. I can't believe it's been 18 years since the Pistons have won a playoff series. Pistons fans have been waiting so long for that. That's a kid turning into an adult. Oh yeah, get that strip. You don't expect Duncan Robinson to be playing defense, but he can get it done sometimes. Not just a pure shooter, he's kind of developed other aspects of his game to be able to stay in the league. Desmond Bane, what's he gonna do? Just sees Duran pass it around, and that's an open bucket. So the Magic do manufacture good offense from times to time. I strongly believe 76ers are going to make them get exposed. Oh yeah, run right in for a dunk. I don't think it will be a sweep, but I know the 76ers are going to make it out on top. Let me know if you agree. Oh yeah, Thompson going to pass around Tobias Harris. Mr. Corner 3 is reliable tonight. Tobias Harris was 5 out of 7 from the three-point line. Everything was going in. Cade rolls up for a floater. They like that type of action. And you can see, every time the Magic run these plays, it seems the Pistons are not chasing. They get lucky with that miss. Banchero's going to throw it up. But you cannot do that against the 76ers. You're going to have Paul George, Tyrese Maxey, going to smoke you up from there. Cade Cunningham, always reliable though. The lead is out of hand. But you know, last game, the Pistons came back down 24. The Magic, they probably think they can come back too. But unfortunately, the Pistons, they continue to put their foot on the gas pedal. Give it to Tobias Harris. Same thing. Spin around. Baseline is his money area. It's just unreal how easily he scores. And they're going to go up. Are they going to make this three? Wow, that's tough. Jenkins was playing out of his mind this game. 16 points. 4 3-pointers out of 5 attempts. Ooh. So, you know, Cade Cunningham doesn't have to do everything every night. There are some guys around to help. Swing it around, double team, wide open three, another one. It seems like Cade figured out the trapping. See, they're coming over to trap Desmond Bane. He's too smart. Swing around straight to baseline. Why is there no one in front of Jenkins? He already made a crazy three. This is too easy. He said, go home, bye-bye. And when their confidence gets this high, it's impossible to lose the game. Desmond Bane is trying his best and won. The Pistons do have some nice plays in their bag. You see all this misdirection. Finally, Cade's going to get that ball. And now he just strolls on in for a simple layup. All of that movement and cutting action got the Magic confused. Same sort of thing. Now they swing it around Tobias Harris. He's confident he's going to pop that three. It might not be every game, but sometimes Tobias shows that he can still play like that. Oh yeah, Paolo Banchero trying to get some layups, but it might be too little too late. Pistons, clearly they're trying to run down the clock right now because they basically won the game. All this trapping, it actually worked, and they get a dunk on the other side. You like to see this type of effort all the way down to the end of the game, but that trapping is a noob move. You got Thompson, and then he can lob it to Duran. He's simply just going to take that lay himself. So bouncy with it. It's not shown in the highlights, but the other Magic players could not hit a shot to save their lives. Paolo Banchero is forced to do everything, facilitate. That's an insanely tough shot from Bane. They're getting a little bit sloppy out there. Suggs, he got 3-on-1 fast break. Give it to Paolo, and he got to do everything. Double clutch, miss that, and throw it up and in. That man is going to be a problem in the future. Just give him another superstar around him, and the Magic, they might be a contender one day. Jalen Duran's going to throw it up and in. Even at the end of the game, they're double teaming Cade, but what is Jenkins doing wide open? Come on now. They trap again, and Tobias is open. So you can see the same problem is getting exposed play after play. Tobias Harris was talking that trash. Same thing again, roll on in, double triple team. They're going to do absolutely nothing on the other guys, and they're going to keep firing up those shots. So this is a look at how the Pistons took care of business against the Magic. Nobody expected it to go down to a game 7, but here we are, they won. So let's see what happens in the next round against the 76ers. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Feel free to give a like and subscribe if you want to see what happens in the playoffs. I'll see you guys later.